And in the end, what we've also seen is that even though Danny Dimes may be running 22 miles per hour, it is anybody's guess of whether or not he will still be holding on to the football. And last I checked, you can't score touchdowns, you can't throw touchdowns if you cannot hold the football. And who fumbles the football more than Daniel Jones? And in the words of the great Keith Sweat, nobody. And so, no, Molly, don't get your hopes up. Bart, you stop hyping the people of New York up. There's going to be a better season for Dakota. He got his money now. He earned it. He proved it. He has weapons along the outside. The offensive line is healthy, and Ezekiel Elliott is in shape. Dak Prescott all the way. Not sure why.
The only thing I liked about that take is the slow jam reference. Who wants to go next? Is it Bart or Perk?
Right. Let me rebut just a little bit. Okay, now Dak Prescott, you said he has all the weapons. You say he's a great quarterback, but it took them to go get Amari Cooper. It takes him to have the best offensive line in football to even be put in the conversation, right? We were trying, listen, that's why it took so long for Jerry Jones to marry Dak Prescott. Now let's go back to Danny Dimes for a second. Let's go back to Danny Dimes. Last year, Danny Dimes threw for 3,000 yards, right? With no protection. I understand he has Junior Whopper hands. He can't hold on to the football. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do about that, though, right? But let's try and find his comp, right? Because he's my Josh Allen breakout player of the year this year. Josh Allen, threw for 3,089 yards before he went and got Stephon Diggs. Well, guess what Danny Dimes threw for last year, right? He threw for 3,027 yards. What did they go get him in the offseason? Kenny Galladay. They gave him a number one receiver, right? They went out and got Tony for the slot. Saquon Barkley's coming back. So now he has weapons as well. So I think he's going to be just as good as Dak Prescott, and we can expect the big leap just like Josh Allen had when they went out and got him a number one wide receiver. He's going to be able to have weapons now. He didn't have weapons before. He's going to be able to make that leap, and his comp, 6'5". Josh Allen, 6'5". They're both weigh about the same amount, and now they have the same amount of weapons. Dak Prescott at his best.
Guess what, Bart?
What you talking about, Willis?
Me and Chris Paul the same size, too. I can't dribble the basketball like him.
But you don't play basketball.
People ain't looking for me. I used to. No, I don't play no more because I wasn't as good at it.
I'm telling you what, man, Danny Dimes have all the arm strength. All he has to do is be able to hold on to the football. Listen, we can write this down, and we're going to clip this. We're going to clip this, and at the end of the year, we're going to come back. We're going to put something on the line, son.
I hope you're right. Perk?
But Bart, I'm trying to figure out what is going on today. I know today is Friday, and I know the weekend is coming near. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell is going on, because to me, this shouldn't even be a discussion. We're talking about Jones, right? Last year, who threw 10 interceptions, only 11 touchdowns. And you talk about his 2,800 yards.
Golden Tate as a receiver.
Before Dak Prescott got injured, he was flirting around 2,000 yards before he got injured. And then you talk about the signing of Amari Cooper. Do we understand and realize that when Dak Prescott took over, when Tony Romo left, right? Tony Romo, right, the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, a beloved player for the Cowboys, he forced Tony Romo to retire because he was that good. Do you understand? In 2016, when he took over, he threw for over 3,600 yards. He threw for 23 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. In 2017, his second year, he threw for 3,300 yards, 22 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. This is all before Amari Cooper. I don't understand this argument. We're not talking about athleticism. We're talking about the most important. We're talking about the most important player. You guys are prisoners of the moment, man.
Can you predict?
I'm not prisoners of the moment. I'm not. But we're talking about the quarterback position is the most important position on the football field. It don't have nothing to do with athleticism. It has everything to do with your mindset. It's times I was watching the New York Jets, and I thought Daniel Jones was throwing the ball to me, and I'm in Houston on my couch. So how can we even make this comparison right now?
He would also throw it. So Bart, I'm gonna let you rebut, Bart. I have a question, right?
Yes.
You said that Matthew Stafford is going to flourish in Los Angeles because he was in Detroit, and Detroit wastes people's career, right? That's what you said.
Yeah, that's what I said.
But now you're also saying that a wide receiver that was from Detroit, that was actually in Detroit when they were wasting Matthew Stafford's career, is now going to save Daniel Jones' career. Is that what you're telling me?
I'm telling you that Kenny Galladay, I'm trying to tell you that Kenny Galladay is a baller, that he has a huge catch radius. He gives them something that they didn't have. And listen, we were talking about Dak Prescott all last year to see, was he elite? Like it took Dallas all the way to this year to make sure that they paid him and bought into him long term. So you mean to tell me, tell me before Josh Allen had his breakout season, before he got Stephon Diggs, how many of you guys would have considered him better than Dak Prescott? I think we can make an argument that Josh Allen is a better quarterback than Dak Prescott too. I'll put him above Dak Prescott as well. Dak Prescott has a ceiling.
You keep talking about Josh Allen and Daniel Jones like they the same.
Those
two things are not the same.
I just gave you the numbers. He threw for 3,027 and Josh Allen threw for 3,089.
Yeah.
Is that not almost the same? They're the same size, same skill set, big arms, athletic.
But you did not bring up the most important part of this. This is just common sense. But common sense ain't that common.
Common sense ain't common.
And that's the mindset, right? He threw 10 interceptions, 11 touchdowns. You know why the New York Giants won a lot of their games? It wasn't because of Daniel Jones. It was because of their defense. It was because of their defense. I know that, but the games that they did win, Ryan, it was because of their defense.
Consider
it was
the
times
personnel.
when it mattered the most.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.